Gibbon. Courtside will be aired every Sunday and Friday at 8 p.m. A program that covers everything basketball. It could be your school. It could be a community league. It could be your coach. This program will be featuring everything basketball, from the mini league all the way up to the nationals. Yes, it's Courtside with Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. This Sunday, Courtside features under 19 rising star Raheem Barrett. Yes, it's the Western Basketball Association. Our game, our community. The Western Basketball Association presents Courtside, hosted by Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. Courtside will be aired every Sunday and Friday at 8 p.m. A program that covers everything basketball. It could be your school. It could be a community league. It could be your coach. This program will be featuring everything basketball, from the mini league all the way up to the nationals. Yes, it's Courtside with Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. This Sunday, Courtside features under 19 rising star Raheem Barrett. Yes, it's the Western Basketball Association. Our game, our community. The Western Basketball Association presents Courtside, hosted by Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. Courtside will be aired every Sunday and Friday at 8 p.m. A program that covers everything basketball. It could be your school. It could be a community league. It could be your coach. This program will be featuring everything basketball, from the mini league all the way up to the nationals. Yes, it's Courtside with Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. This Sunday, Courtside features under 19 rising star Raheem Barrett. Yes, it's the Western Basketball Association. Our game, our community. The Western Basketball Association presents Courtside, hosted by Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. Courtside will be aired every Sunday and Friday at 8 p.m. A program that covers everything basketball. It could be your school. It could be a community league. It could be your coach. This program will be featuring everything basketball, from the mini league all the way up to the nationals. Yes, it's Courtside with Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. This Sunday, Courtside features under 19 rising star Raheem Barrett. Yes, it's the Western Basketball Association. Our game, our community.
In the back, I'm not sure if y'all seeing it good. These are highlights of Raheem Barrett. He'll be with us tonight on the interview, you know. We'll be interviewing. He's a young talent, young rising star. All right, so I'd like to thank everybody who's tuning in right now and all who gave us a good support on our first show. All right, because without you guys, we wouldn't have came up with this idea, because we know we miss the sport in regards to the physical aspect of the sport. All right, so we're just doing this for y'all right now. All right, I'm just waiting on Raheem Barrett. I'm not sure who is bold. I guess that's him. All right, let me see, because I got a request from Bold. So I hope it's him. All right, say person unable to join. You gotta send back that request again, you know. You have to send back the request again if you want to join. So I'm not really sure who's that. All right, Mr. David in the building. Gibbon, speak up yourself. All right, so not sure what I'll go on here. So. All right, so just want to know, remember, you guys, I need y'all feedback on the show, right? So things where you think we can do better, all right? Oh, the lighting, yo. Yeah, that's the one, that needs to do better. But remember, this thing is low budget, so I have to just work with what we have. All right, just let me know if y'all hearing me. If y'all hearing me clearly. So if y'all can comment, just let me know if the sounding is all right. That would be great. So in the meantime, in waiting for Raheem, all right, I would like to big up once again everybody who tuned in on the last show. All right, thanks for that, Splash Diesel. Sound check, good. So Wally, big up yourself in the building. See, I gotta represent for Wba High tonight. Yes, I'm me, coach then. So I represent for Wba High tonight. You understand? As this year schoolgirl league, yeah, may not have started off well. We were what, 2-2, but me sure say we did have beat Alvernia and Humphrey down your line. All right, me sure say that did have go happen. You understand? Me have faith in my girls, them and my coaching ability. Now, I wish I just spoke with Raheem, you know, so I'm not sure why I can't get him on the show for now. Right? So anything y'all wanna ask, or the Wba Gladiators fall under the club of Bowl 3 Club, Bowl 3 Basketball League. You gotta explain that to me. You have to tell me about that. Man, what's the Bowl 3 Club? Y'all new name are Bowl 3? Ha, Splash. I tell you, say your girl them did all get beaten this season. Don't worry. Seeing, just thank God for COVID to stop the female basketball league, because we did not make some upset for Alvernia and Humphrey. Seeing my girls them did not get better and better. All right, it's been a while. How's the talent? That's the thing. The talent down here, we have great talent down here. All right, I see where Raheem just joined, so I will ask Raheem to send his request when he can. But the youth talent down here, and this is for what's that? Slims 21. The talent down here, man, it's growing in regards to the youth level. We're seeing more talent from the West getting scholarships after high school, overseas, and even locally to UE, UTech, GC Foster, all the well-known colleges in Jamaica and overseas, right? Big up Sasha Bowl of Bowl 3-on-3 Basketball League. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Sasha, big up yourself in regard to that basketball league that y'all had going on. I don't know if we're not hide under that from the police, but whatever the league that they make, we know we want to play some ball too, you see me? Yeah, it's good it's great from high school. The prospects, Slim 21 coming out from high school, it's crazy. It's real crazy right now. All right, so let me see if I can get Raheem on right now. Oh boy. Trying to see if I could get him on. As him just see him log on, so I guess he's waiting for me to send him the request, I guess. I'm not seeing. All right. Raheem, if you're here, please. All right, I'm getting two people want to talk. All right. Let me do Raheem first, and then Bold and Bossy. Then we can see what's up with y'all. All right. All right, so we're going to have Mr. Ryan Barrett in the building with us. Well, he's not really here, but he's at home. Ryan, you hear me? I'm sure it's not my Wi-Fi right now. Oh, I realize Whitaker is here tonight. I will tell Whitaker. Whitaker, big up yourself. Brendan, you're in the building. Raheem, not sure what's up with y'all hear me?
Good night, thanks. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear but I now see you.
I see it.
How we are doing at the dark, brother? Oh, I'm gone. All right, so he's trying to work out his internet to come back. All right. There was someone who wanted to all right. Who's this? Bold? Not sure who you are, but let's hear what you have to say, because it's a show where you can call in. You can call in if you want. You can ask questions through the comment section. We'll try our best to answer these questions. We'll try our best to answer these questions. All right, it says, by the way, Montego Bay College Gladiators was renamed Wba Gladiators and went to the D1 finals last season. Yes, I'm aware of that. We were talking about that with Gibbon last night because he was a part of that Gladiators team. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that it wasn't Montego Bay Community College Gladiators. It was Wba. You're basically saying it's Montego Bay Gladiators. All right, thanks for that that input. How are the Wba teams now? Well, here in the Wba region, you know that we don't have a league playing right now due to the current pandemic, as you should be aware, which is affecting everybody worldwide. All right, let's try this again. All right, because of the pandemic that's affecting everybody worldwide, you know that we don't have a current league right now. So the whole physical aspect of the game is like, we that is what we miss. So basically in our regular time that we have, because we do really miss the game. Even watching an NBA game, we have to be watching like old clips and stuff. Yo! Raheem, what's up?
Okay.
All right, you can turn your camera the other way for me, please. Like turn your camera flat. Oh, you meant how were they? Well, they had the NBL league that was going on, where that two teams represented from down here were in that league. currently when it was going on. That was Falmouth Saints and Montego Bay Cricket Club Knights, and they were doing very well. One team I think was what 2-1, and the Saints were undefeated. They were even supposedly to be saying that they were the best team in that league, based on what I've seen. Hey, Raheem, I guess, yeah, slow. No, not say it, you know, because we wish. I'm not going to read that comment. What's your name? User, Mimi Mia. We understand, but wouldn't mind can get a sponsor from them right now. You see me? Raheem, I don't know if you have to lay down beside your flow box, you know, to get your signal, you know. But
The close to it, man. You know what I'm going.
okay, but you hear me though, right?
Yeah, can hear you, but you know.
All right, so all right, as we can see, Raheem has technical difficulties with his Wi-Fi, so his picture imaging, it not really come up where that I can see where I do or whatever, but he's hearing us. All right, so Raheem, I've known you for a long time. I've known you from Yaga Primary School, right? And so we'd like for you right now to just introduce yourself to everybody.
Good night. My name is Ryan Barrett. Doing studies in general studies.
Okay. So what primary school did you go to? Since I brought that up earlier.
And I went to the Berkswood Primary School.
Yes, you went to Barks Road. I've coached that school at one point as well, you know, at the primary level. Yes, Slim 21. It's a bad connection on his side. We just have to work with what we have to work with right now. Right? Ryan, you still hearing me?
Yeah, can hear. Can hear. I just my video. I'll go through.
Oh, see? Try flip the video. I don't know if I have front camera or still the same thing?
Yeah, it's still the same thing.
All right. Well, so it is. I just said you went to Barracks Road, and you're currently going to Herbert Morrison Technical High School, which is also one of the best schools regarding to the sport of basketball in regards to young players coming out of that school. So, how long now have you been playing basketball? Ryan, may I hear me?
Wait, can
How long have you been playing basketball? How long now? How many years now?
How many years I've been playing basketball for 5 years now.
For 5 years?
5. Yeah.
So you didn't play from primary school. You didn't start from primary school. All right, Ryan. I want you to end the live, and reset your box, reset your router, and call back, and join back the live. Cool?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. All right, so as we will try to get back Raheem to get some, as I said, some technical difficulties on his end. All right, what's that? Kia Amoy, big up yourself, Kelly. You see, now have to make sure represent, you know, right? Because we don't want some other school feel like say we're not up and coming. All right, somebody would like to join, so let's see what's up. Okay, so I guess we have a little bit of both worlds. So I guess we can speak with two people tonight until Raheem gets back. We have Mr. LeVar Rose in the building.
Yes.
If you people don't know Mr. LeVar, Splash Daddy Rose, right? Now you'll know him tonight. All right. He's also one of the big names in our league every year, in our elite league, right? Also he has won MVP of the league once.
Twice.
Keyword once.
Twice.
Oh my God.
Twice.
Oh my God, okay, bro. Well, he said he has won it twice. I'm not sure. We'll have to go check about that. But I know that Pee has won it more than once. All right.
Check WBA.
Yeah, man. Remember, so we can do that, you know.
Yes.
We can do that. All right. So it's a great honor to have Mr. Rose in the building.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I wonder you can just turn your camera for me. Yeah, bro. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So before we get back to Raheem, it's a great honor to have you with us tonight. All right. I would like for you though to introduce yourself and what is it about you regarding to basketball.
Oh, I'm actually on the line for one purpose.
I know we'll come on the live, but
yes,
still we soon get to that. But
oh, okay.
We soon get to that. All right, but we'd like to know like more about you in the meantime, because this, as I mean, the public know, you're one of the star players that we have in our league. Always have a different type of energy, a different type of personality, where that everybody just happens to just rate you, except me. I don't know why, but we just a mess with you. We just a mess with you here, so boy. You don't know.
And LeVar Rose, Splash Diesel, Jaguars started out with Jaguars, went to Montego Bay Boys and Girls Club. With Jaguars, won NBL West with Hoopers, took Coach Boys Club to D1 finals. Herbert Morrison, we took them, Mr. Black took them to All Island, big up country. Boys and girls, 19, 16, 14, and girls. No school in West now go beat with, especially with girls them. Let me just say, no, nobody not beat with girls them, especially now what Mobile High. Not depend that.
All right. Things you would know about that still is that we had plans and we executed those plans if it was not for COVID, where that I guarantee you we would have been in that finals. But
enough time
who knows?
Plans and credit done, you know, and data not really go through and work. Plans not gonna work.
When I hear you, because realize say mumble your answers because you know me I taught the truth, but we have to work with it still. Right? Kia Amoy says, two of the greatest coach right here. Thanks a lot for that. I'm glad greatness recognize greatness.
Up, Kia.
You understand?
Up, Kia. Up. Big up, Holland.
You said, all right, Slim 21 said he used to play for Hoopers and he came up with that name. I don't know that name you're talking about, but
probably the name.
You have to fill me in on that.
I don't know who come.
Oh, you know who?
I know the originator of Hoopers, but you know, say Kurt Comrie, Bell, Marley, Mosley, then they're the you know, I said the four founders of Hoopers or whatever the case may be. Me come in at Hoopers 2000.
Yeah, because those are the people that when me started to play in the league, those are people who I knew like original Hoopers then.
Yeah, man. So when we reached Hoopers 2008, apparently I wouldn't meet Slims or whatever, because I guess that was before my time.
Oh, someone said, Dian said, you coached her when you were at Barracks Road, when you coached Barracks Road one time.
Facts.
Okay. Yeah, Dian. Did you win? Just brought that up because I've won for Barracks Road.
Alright, that goes to show that That goes to show, say, a coaching thing, Lily. You understand me? Just leave it.
No, you know, Lily. Remember, say, I've won when I coached Compre too. I won when I coached.
You won what?
Yes. I've won schoolboy when I coached Compre. The only thing I didn't win was All Island.
We're not talking about local. Local thing are Aki and South.
No man, oh shut it. Oh, come on. No. All right, we're not really going to get into that debate.
Maybe a local like Aki. We're talking about All Island.
All right, it still no matter. Yeah. Well, if you want to say so, your trophy cabinet no pass the West still. Let me know. I'm just asking.
All Island, who just said that?
Yeah, that's just All Island. That's schoolboy.
So what else? We would have win out this year, but Corona stopped that.
What would you have won out?
NBL. Oh God, NBL bag up this year, man. NBL bag up this year.
Okay, because I've seen where Wba has just joined, so probably he'll have a question for you there. All right, but we'll just work with what you're working with. I'm not saying that you're not a good coach. You are. Mm-hmm. You have grasped and learned from some of the tests, right? And so basically, you haven't learned from anyone in regards to your coaching skills right now.
We never said that. We don't know who you consider the best.
Oh, seeing. So okay. Have your team seen that you transferred from a team last year? You were playing a year before last. You were playing for the Jaguars and you're coaching the Wba Warriors, right? Mm-hmm. Montego Bay Boys Club Warriors, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Wba, remember it's still PG, but Wba, you will see Wba's coming. Thank you very much for that. Anyways, did you win Elite this year?
Who?
You.
Oh no.
Last year.
We didn't win this year.
And your team that you left last year to play with club because you're coaching them. Did you beat them?
No, we both lost in the semifinals.
No, I wasn't talking about that. Did you beat the team that you left?
If we both lost in the semifinals, no, we didn't.
No. Did you beat the team that you used to?
Yes.
Yeah. At no point last season did you beat them?
No, me alone can beat one team.
It still doesn't matter based on how you talk and your greatness.
No, I mean, yeah, emphasize on my greatness, which really
no, because but we spoke recently.
Listen. When you want to compare Jaguars to Boys Club, you can't really compare. What would you say now? Veterans to a bunch of under 19, under 18, under 17 players.
But wouldn't you say
that entered into the elite league for the first year and made it all the way to the semifinals? So you can't compare veterans that's been in the elite league for 8, 9, however many years WBA have been putting on the elite. But the guys that I played with last year that went to the semifinals, that was their first year in that league. So if you want to
but Mr. Rose,
if you want to compare their grade,
but Mr. Rose, no, you're straying away from my question, right? Because the reason why I asked that, it was said to me to ask it by Mr. David Garden because we are very competitive amongst one another within this league, from coach to players, even the association. We are competitive, right? So the question was, did you beat your former team last season?
No, we both got kicked out in the semis.
No. So why I asked you one question and you're trying to add something else to it? I didn't ask you about semifinals or being kicked out or what of it, right?
You didn't ask me about so I'm saying we both lost in the semis. So the postseason is what counts, right? And both of us got kicked out of the semis.
All right, Mr. Rose. No problem. No problem. So, David.
It does not matter if you don't make it to the postseason. We made it to the postseason with them.
So,
the first year into the league, the team made it to the postseason. And the team that I left made it to the postseason, and we both lost in the semifinals. No one can have an upper hand and say, okay, I beat you in the regular season, but we lost in the postseason.
Okay. Well, I never asked you about the semifinals. I asked you about the regular season in regards to your back and forth with some former teammates that you have, which we wanted to clear up this whole debate on.
It wasn't any back and forth. I went to Boys Club to coach because I coached them from D1 to win a championship. So it's only right I continue coaching them when they went to the Elite League. No, you do have some former past. You do have some former teammates that was kind of upset with me leaving the team for whatever reason. But I mean, such is life.
Who would you say is upset with you in regards for you leaving that team?
I mean, there was group chats in the previous teams. WhatsApp.
So,
I mean,
is it okay for us to if it? Well, right now the question was brought to me by David. So, was David someone who was upset about you leaving?
No, I doubt it because I am around David at least 3 to 4 or more times a week, whether it's coaching, working on drills, skills, everything. So
but we're talking about when you left, because you weren't the only one to leave. You left and a couple other young players followed you, right?
No, they didn't follow me. They made their own decision. Following off Instagram. They left on their own.
So hold on. I can recall a couple players that left with you. But all right. So not let us go there. Mm-hmm. We're going to end that debate there, right?
Yes. Good.
We're going to end that debate there because it's obvious that you wouldn't tell the truth right there.
No, I would tell the truth, but the truth to the questions you're asking, there's no truth to those questions. The questions just you're asking me questions to find a Tekashi 6ix9ine reply. Can't do that.
Okay. So you don't want to. Okay, so basically you are admitting without admitting because you don't want to tarnish your character.
It was my character stand firm and confirm. The players that was a little bit bitter about me leaving Jaguars are senior players. It wasn't any of the younger players like a David Gordon or a Brendan Dawkins or a Nicholas Minot and them something. It wasn't those players. It was more of the senior
but you otherwise from David Gordon you called 3 other names who left you that season.
Those are young guys that came along to Boys Club with me, except for the.
So how they just see you leaving and leave with them? What was the reason for that? Like them just like you so much that they leave?
I would say it was more of the club and the structure of the club as far as sponsorship, the club providing gears, more playing time, more freedom to do what they want to do as far as the court is concerned, and you have
So, who were these players? Who were these players approached by, in regards to leaving the Jaguars organization to go to club? Who were they approached by?
Oh, definitely me. Of course. Definitely me. Yes. Come along for the boat ride. Yes, come along for the boat ride. We got free shoes. We got match fees over here. We got insurance. We got jerseys. Everything. Come along for the boat.
All right, we have Mr. LeVar Rose on the air because we were supposed to have Raheem Barrett. So Mr. Rose is filling in until Raheem can
Right, hurry up and come in. Hurry up, Raheem, hurry up.
Get his Wi-Fi and stuff together. All right, so like we all know that we missed the whole physical aspect of the game, as I was letting everybody know before. How has this pandemic so far? How has it been for you, knowing that no basketball or the physical aspect of the basketball game is not there right now?
It's a blessing in disguise in some ways, and some ways it kind of take away from the competitiveness, the physical fitness, and the laughter, and getting out the house and vibing with fellow ball players. But the blessing part of it is you get time with your family, you get time to work out, build yourself, heal properly if you had any injuries and all that other stuff, and you get to reflect on life and not so take the bad things for the little things for granted.
So, well, that's great, but would you say it's bittersweet though?
Yeah, definitely bittersweet. More sweet than bitter though.
Okay. Because it's good to know that it gives you the opportunity to see life at a different perspective, right? To know that something like this, like no one would expect something like this at all to happen to you. So to know, say, when I have no ball game or we don't have any other distractions, it makes us know that we have family, and to know, say, if it wasn't for the pandemic, it would make you see as much as how much you were probably taking for granted the whole family aspect of it. I know, say, you was a big family man in regards to you and your 2 kids where you have. You even have a young son that will be talented. Oh, I apologize, 3. I apologize. Yes, 3. And you have a young son that is very talented, because we have some little clippings of him, and we would love to see even the mini league to kick off back the right way, where the exposure of the young kids coming up, right? Because we have to give these young talent exposure. We have to do what we can do, because we want people to leave from one level of them life to a greater level, right? So currently, I know that you were playing for the Falmouth Saints, who honestly, I thought is like a team which would be very unstoppable this year in regards to the NBL, because we were even talking about it. And kind of looked suspicious to know that the kickoff of the NBL, you guys played the first game and blew out the defending champions. And even they haven't lost a game since losing to you guys. They didn't lose a game since losing to you, but I've never seen a league stop immediately after one game. Like other teams that say, we didn't get no time to train, and like these teams did a train or whatever. So it was a great feeling that time to watch you guys play. And how was that team about?
That team was more about West Jamaica being fed up of going to the NBL and not finishing at a higher level other than 2-3 games or so. We put together, I would say, not an all-star squad, but majority of the best in the West, because we had 2 teams. We had Montego Bay Cricket Club Knights, and we had Falmouth Saints, and both teams put together the best players they could from the West to say we can have 2 solid teams going into NBL to compete to try to win a championship. So if one don't win, the other would win. So one way or the other, one of us was going to bring back that championship to Western Jamaica.
Okay, for real. And I at the time when I was working, I even told a lie that we on a team did good. Because so nobody that Seatown team them get beat more than me. Just figure how much. You see me? See, just figure how much. So I knew the talent in regards to that team, and you guys also had a new player, overseas player on that team, Danny Powell, who just fit in, he just fit in at the right time. Yeah, regarding to the team. Big
up, Danny. I think the reason why the games were such of a margin between the scores between us and the town teams. I wouldn't say it's that we're better. I think we're a little bit more hungrier because the West have yet to win an NBL. So everybody that came together and say, hey, let's make a team, they want it. Rather than the Kingston teams, they know each other. They don't know a couple players that they haven't seen. I mean, they've seen me and Dave Black and Tafari battle on the national stage and Mikey Johnson on the national stage. But other than that, they don't know Danny or Ricardo Brooks or well, they see Slash as well and Errol, but they haven't seen the full potential of Western Jamaica. So I think it caught them off guard, and I had to shuffle up some feet to try to get ready to, you know. And the Corona helped them out.
So it helped them out.
Yeah, man.
And what I even noticed is like I've seen Slash play from high school, and what I've even seen with Slash regarding to your team was that like the hunger and the drive what Slash did have, because we know Q is a different human being when he play ball. You see me? Dave, because the two kind of have similar game. They play similarly, but it's like it brought out, like the team was so put together that it brought out the best in everybody.
True. The thing about Slash that Michael Slash and Dave Black, you know, verbally, if you know for them not speak much. But you see when you beat them on the court, them thing loud. Like them thing loud. So if you see them and you don't hear them say, what's up or why pray or what go on or whatever, don't watch that. But when you meet them on the court, man, you're gonna understand them body language. I don't know normal.
Yeah, because enough people knowing even Dave Black off the court, right? Because everybody know that you're an outgoing person. You talk to everybody. You not shun nobody. So that's a good thing about you, is like you're very easy to speak with. You know, you're not afraid. If you don't know Dave and you don't know Slash, you wouldn't even know if them talk at all.
Yeah.
Right? Because I've coached Dave where that at times, and even me surprised when him start opening team mode for the court. You understand?
Yeah.
So
when me first gave a sign language, I introduce myself as Mugosa. Sign language when me first meet him. My sign language me running.
You have been telling hi in a sign language.
Yeah, and he
go look at you and he go say.
He look at me and
say look at you and say, what did them man?
Yeah, he said, what that? And I have to say, oh, you could have talked. I said, oh, sorry.
So Mr. Rose, what do you do in, seeing that we're not playing no ball, what do you do in your spare time? Otherwise, we know about the family aspect, but what do you do in the spare time in regards to, so let's say if basketball should start back tomorrow, we get to go ahead. Would you think you would be ready?
Oh, gosh. I feel sorry for who already. Work out 5 days a week, non-stop, round the clock. Wednesday and Sunday only days off. Yeah, ball work, gym, ball work. Just that and I beat the PS4 bad.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Yeah, but it's good to know that, like, with what you're doing, it shows that you're not giving up on the whole thought of not having the sport to play back again. And you know, say during the pandemic, you work out, you still get your shots up. You make sure you keep yourself in good physical shape, because you know, say, all right, you're not finished with basketball yet, and you know that you have a lot to give to the sport. All right. Like you as a coach now, which to me, I think it's like when you were coaching, what was the first who you coached?
I think it was
just to let them know.
I think it was St. James High. I was assisting Coach Douglas Reed at St. James High.
Okay, you were assistant coach with Mr. Reed.
Yes.
Okay, so even though you were, yeah, you know, you have to have one of them video bomb. You see me?
Man.
Okay, see, but what really pushed your passion into say that gave you the whole idea of, yo, you know, someone want to coach. What gave you that notion? What gave you the feeling that like, yo, I need to coach the youths?
Just going to some Division 1 games and seeing the talent just.
Now hear you. I break up the internet.
Just going to some Division 1 games and high school games, and it did look one-sided. You did have like a Herbert Morrison, it dominate, and you see senior school now really push after Ginger and Fraggy and them on the left and then something. So and then Cornwall, they still in it away with Pachi, but when you look at other than St. James and Cornwall and Herbert Morrison, the other teams them that get blown out by 50, 60 or even more. So it was like something need to be done, and I went to St. James with Mr. Reed, and we coached there for a while, and then he left, and then I left, and then I went to Barks Road Primary, then I went to U with Jayhawks, and club.
Okay, so as you stated that you see where that the high school basketball was beginning to be a bit one-sided in regards to the talent coming out from different schools, and it started with St. James High. But aren't you currently coaching a team that has won the competition like for the past 5 years?
Yes.
Okay. So don't you think that it's still one-sided?
Not necessarily. I mean, St. James High have a very good coach, Omar Taylor.
But that's under 16.
But if they had an under 19 team, if I go there, it will still be the same under 16.
But all right, aren't you dominating the under 16 category as well?
Yes.
Because your first loss was at the finals last year, where that you only lost by 3, right?
Yes.
And you blew out the first game, and you blew out the game 3, right?
Yes.
And the year before that at the under 16 level. Because I'm not taking anything away, you know, but just I said, due to the fact that you said that you were seeing that teams were one-sided, and why not bring your talent to somewhere else, because you do have excellent coaching skills.
I would say, like, as I started on, I said St. James High.
The Western Basketball Association presents Court Side, hosted by Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. Court Side will be aired.
Previously, I went there to assist, and once we started assisting, we started winning like back to back. So we started to work on just building a dynasty and try to incorporate the basketball academy, so other teams in the West could come and get the same coaching that we're giving Herbert Morrison to make the West more competitive. So it's not like we're just being dominant at Herbert Morrison and we're closing out all the other schools in the West. We have every Saturday, 3 to 4 Saturdays a month, depending on how long the month is. So every kid in the West, whether it's boy or girl from ages 4 to 18, can just come and learn everything we coach. Me, Mr. Black, Tafari Vaseline, we have some volunteer students that come and put in that work so they can come and learn the same skills if they look at Herbert Morrison as the alpha and get that same coaching.
Okay, so basically that's why I observed that you also have the KOTC camp that y'all keep, which I have to commend you and Mr. Black and Tafari Vaseline with that idea. I've been asking about that. I've been even stressing that from years about that. Yo, we need a camp down here, because even though we have a camp in the summer, we have a camp in the summer what them call it again? What's the camp they keep at GC Foster every summer?
Star Search.
Star Search, right? We have that camp, but I don't think a lot of youths from the West, the expense of the camp and also the travel from the West. And I've always thought about why not us having a camp down here as well. We can do something what they can do for more exposure and more development. Because usually, the reason why I said that, not to cut you, but the reason why I said that, and I think you would agree with me when I say this, right? When we send our talent to Star Search camp, right, and we have that talent, right? Say probably St. James High have a talent, probably have 2 players, and Herbert Morrison have like 7 players where everybody wants, right? We know that Herbert Morrison is not going to jump to give up those players right now, right? But when they're encouraged, when they go to that camp by other schools like Jig or Calabar or whatsoever, come and start talking to the youth them and tell them what them can give them, and etc. It's like we're taking away the talent away from Montego Bay by not having a camp for ourselves and getting people to come in and even assist and help them to know, say, yo, we do have a league down here, because not everyone is going to get the scholarship to go overseas. But we do have a league here that we can develop, and we think we should have a camp down here as well.
So, and that's what the KOTC is all about. We're trying to get sponsorship to make it even a bigger camp, opposed to just us coming out of pocket and trying to do it ourselves, so we can start have scholarships leaving from the West to go abroad rather than sending everything to Kingston. I mean, Kingston is doing a great job with getting players, send them overseas, but Kingston is doing a great job with getting Montego Bay players to represent Kingston in high school and in college. So, I mean, like, because
I haven't seen much and say, yo, them want to play down here, you know?
That's
because
no team
me personally, I think that every school in the Western region, or matter of fact, in Jamaica overall, it should be mandatory that every school have a sporting team in every sports category, right? Because you're depriving. I think that we can't deprive the youths them from something that will uplift them future, right? Because we know that not everybody is not gifted brain-wise. That doesn't mean that they still can't learn, right? Because teachers are out there are doing their best in regards to educating our youngsters, right? And we know that some may want extra attention. But if they're talented, because if they're talented at sports, let's say they're talented at football, right? Would you deprive that child from playing football? If he's very talented at basketball and this is something where that can make him happy, would you deprive that person from getting involved in the sport?
No. But I think
exactly. So
I think that's where corporate Jamaica is going wrong, because we all know Kingston is more corporate than Montego Bay, or so they say. Because if you're in Kingston, everything outside of Kingston is considered country. But what I think is, instead of trying to create a subconscious rival, I think everyone should get together to build the island with sports, opposed to saying, okay, let's just compete against West or Northern or whatever the case may be, and let us be dominant forever, opposed to lifting up the country and say anybody can leave the country and be a athlete and represent Jamaica on a whole. Because when we have a person leave Jamaica that plays basketball, they come and you see them abroad and they say Jamaica. They don't say Kingston, or they don't say Trelawney. They say Jamaica, they represent Jamaica. We know Usain Bolt is from Trelawney, but he represents Jamaica. The whole Jamaica is proud of him. So why, when we're here locally and we're trying to get abroad? Why can't we just say this person is Jamaican? He's not just from Montego Bay or he's from Clarendon or Mandeville or whatever, and uplift that person and build that person's game, opposed to just investing in just the Kingston area to uplift those kids. Because we don't get any sponsorship in Western Jamaica at all.
That's true. That's true. That's why I would say, like, we are all proud to be Jamaicans, and we're different. We're different from majority of people in the world. We think different, right? And sometimes we need. I think that this is a country that at times that doesn't really put them one another shoes. Like that, we don't really think about one another. We think about how we. Like, we just think about ourselves, which I think is totally unfair to the sport, right? Mm-hmm. Which I think is totally unfair to the sport, and that's something that we do need to change. Because I would love to see where, the future, in the future, I would love to see where that, like, we can have a school league and even a elite league, a Western Basketball Association elite league, where that we should be having at least 12 to 15 teams in one league. You see me? To make this thing, at least you know that the talent is growing, right? And Mr. Rose, we have to thank you a lot for filling in. If anybody's out there is hearing me, please, I'm asking if y'all can get in touch with Raheem and ask him if he can come back online if his internet is good. But Mr. Rose, I want to thank you a lot for filling in. And big up yourself same way. And someone said big up Judas. Oh yeah, me understand. Yeah. Big up yourself, Mr. Rose. You see me? Compre, big up on yourself. Dave Black, LaVar Rose, one of the best coaches in the West right now at the high school level.
Judas out.
Big up on yourself. Yeah, remember me. All right. So people want to thank you guys for tuning in and still being here with us. It looks like Raheem is here. So let me see if I can get him on so we can hear some stuff from him. And if you guys, please, if you have questions, we need to hear from him. All right? If you guys have questions. Raheem!
I'm there.
Finally, bro. Finally. What was up with your internet, man?
Shake it.
Shake it, bud. All right. Well, it's great to have you here. Great to have you here right now. Right? My backdrop is like, whoa. You see me clearly? All right, kind of. I reflect down.
Good, man.
We work with it. It is what it is. All right, Josan, what's that? Josan Smalley. I can't pronounce your name properly, but big up yourself. Yeah, big up St. James High. That's my former alma mater. If nobody don't know, we used to go to St. James High, right? So you know how it is. All right.
Yes,
in your space, you were. I guess you were watching the live a moment ago with me and Mr. LaVar Rose, right?
Yeah.
Yes. First, I would love for you to introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are.
19 years old. I'm currently attending the Herbert Marcy Technical High School, 6th form, where I'm doing general studies. Yeah. Okay,
cool. One thing I can even say about Herbert Morrison, which I should have commended Mr. Rose and Mr. Black if you're watching, is that academically, you all the players that come out of that school, like it's not just basketball, but academics as well and them well-being. And we like to big them up with that, right? Everything. So school-wise, everything good though, right?
Yeah, we just
academically.
have to try to do the best, you know?
All right, we get what I say. We get what I say still. See? And we know say yeah put in the work. We know that you're putting in the work, right? And thing. When you were online with us earlier, right? Does that include primary school as well?
No, the reason why I would include primary school, there wasn't necessarily training per se or an understanding of the game.
Okay, just to add there, I hope Mr. Splash Daddy is still online. You said there wasn't any training at that point, so it was when Barracks Road finally won a title during that year. You trained, right?
No training.
So no, Mr. Barrett.
Yes, sir.
They always say honesty. They always say honesty is the best policy. I know that Mr. LeVar Rose is your coach as well at Herbert Morrison, but I can recall when you were at Barracks Road, correct?
Yeah.
I coached that school.
Yeah.
I had coached that school and I coached you.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes,
and
sir.
And I guarantee we had training a lot and we won out. Correct?
Mr. Powell, that wouldn't be classified as training, sir. That is not training. It's not training, sir.
Okay. Now I understand why Mr. LeVar Rose is your coach. Right? Because you guys always have the tendency, I don't know, something with admitting the truth is very difficult with the Compre family when it comes to sports. But we'll get back to that. But you did win. You won at Barracks Road, correct?
No, sir, I wasn't there at that time.
Jervis, I know the backdrop. Mr. Rose has logged into his PlayStation 4, and since he's logged in and he's logged in incorrectly, it's going to kick me off. And I taught him how to log in, and he needs to fix that so I can get back my backdrop. Okay. But Mr. Barrett, who was the one that was coaching you at that point when you won?
When Barracks Road Primary School won the rally, I believe the school was being coached by Mr. Reed and you.
No. It was being coached by me. It was coached by me. Right? It was never coached by Mr. Reed.
The impression that I got was that
well,
head coach and you were his assistant.
So, not top. All right.
I was removed from the team by Mr. Reed and not you.
All right.
The Western Basketball Association presents Court Side, hosted by Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. Court Side will be aired every Sunday and Friday at 8 p.m. A program that covers everything basketball. It could be your school, it could be a community league, it could be your coach. This program will be featuring everything basketball, from the mini league all the way. The Western Basketball Association presents Court Side, hosted by Douglas Powell and Alex. The Western Basketball Association presents Courtside, hosted by Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. Courtside will be aired every Sunday and Friday at 8 p.m. A program that covers everything basketball. It could be your school, it could be a community league, it could be your coach. This program will be featuring everything basketball, from the mini league all the way up to the nationals. Yes, it's Courtside with Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. This Sunday, Courtside features under 19 rising star Raheem Barrett. Yes, it's the Western Basketball Association. Our game, our community. The Western Basketball Association presents Courtside, hosted by Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. Courtside will be aired every Sunday and Friday at 8 p.m. A program that covers everything basketball. It could be your school, it could be a community league, it could be your coach. This program will be featuring everything basketball, from the mini league all the way up to the nationals. Yes, it's Courtside with Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. This Sunday, Courtside features under 19 rising star Raheem Barrett. Yes, it's the Western Basketball Association. Our game, our community. The Western Basketball Association presents Courtside, hosted by Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. Courtside will be aired every Sunday and Friday at 8 p.m. A program that covers everything basketball. It could be your school, it could be a community league, it could be your coach. This program will be featuring everything basketball, from the mini league all the way up to the nationals. Yes, it's Courtside with Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. This Sunday, Courtside features under 19 rising star Raheem Barrett. Yes, it's the Western Basketball Association. Our game, our community.
Alright, so sorry about that. I'm waiting on Raheem. I apologize. I do have to back up right now. Some technical difficulties. Four, 3 balls, yeah, man. Last. See, they never show you the stand with the field. See, but now I'll show you that right now.
I would say that I'm in love with the sport. There's a certain passion that I have for the sport, and knowing that if I take the sport seriously, it can do so much for me and my family. That just kind of make me work harder. I want to achieve something from the sport.
Oh yeah, and broaden your horizon in regards to your game itself, your family, and even having the opportunity to get a scholarship and to just better your education as well. Not all right. So Jervis is saying why.
Yeah, I try to understand. Yeah. Wait, can I say that again?
He wants to know what is it that you're doing to better yourself in regards to the sport. Like, you know that because of the pandemic now, the whole physical aspect of the game is not there right now in regards to playing a full 5-on-5 and stuff like that. What is it that you're doing to better your game or to better yourself in regards to the sport?
Well, for now, just the only thing we can do is just train. That's it. Train, get better, work on the things that you want to work on, improve the game. That's it.
So do you get time to do these things?
Yeah.
Since the pandemic?
Yeah, I train 5 times a week. Well, training is held 5 times a week.
Okay, guys, we just didn't know with this thing, but we work with it.
Yeah.
All right, so basically you train 5 times a week. Like, what is it that you work on? What are the stuff that you work on? You're working on in regards to your game right now?
Okay, so at first it was mainly doing gym work, getting bigger, getting stronger. That was the main focus. Until recently, you pointed out that having a jump shot would really improve my game and chances to go further with basketball. And then I started working on the jump shot.
Okay, cool. So basically at this point, you're working on your game. You're working on, like, the part of your game you're working on is stuff that you don't do as often as you should be doing. Basically, you know, it sounds like you didn't want to be 6'8", you want to be 6'9". But fix the 6'9" here.
But
Yes.
nah,
Because you added the. Man, you be stuck. There's a man. Well, it's good to know that you're out there and you're still making sure that you can do the things you need to do to better yourself, because we are all praying for this pandemic to be over with, right? So we can get back to that. Tafari said 3/4. That's funny. Yeah, Taf, he did say 3/4 from 6'8" would make him. If he had one more quarter, you would have been.
no man.
If you had that additional quarter in your height, you would have been how tall?
No good for much, you know.
Okay, so you don't want to say it'll be 6'9", but that's how it goes. All right, Raheem. No. So since you started to play the sport, right? How has your family? How has it affected your family? Do they like the whole idea of you playing basketball?
Honestly, it has its pros and cons. Because sometimes to do certain things in basketball, it requires money. Sometimes it's kind of hard for a single parent to find that money. You know, when you have bills to pay and you have certain things. But mother always try to make the sacrifices to ensure, say, if you have match here or training or whatever, so try our best to make sure someone can get to do.
Okay, and just to add to that, to let people out there know, right? Because I know that your mother is very supportive towards you for a long time. I know her; she might not know me like that, but you see me. And I think that it's good to know that we have parents out there who are willing to sacrifice for their children to, in regards to stuff that they enjoy, that they love, and the talent that I see in you and the potential of me seeing in you personally. I think that it's like sky's the limit. It's sky's the limit, and I know that I'm not sure, but I'm asking you now. There are offers for you after high school, right?
Yeah.
So you have been reached out by numerous sponsors who are willing to, or colleges that are willing to acquire your talent, right?
So honestly, so far, most of what we are, well, Mr. Black, as it's not through me, it's from a coach. But Mr. Black is receiving, it's mainly offers from local colleges. And those have been coming in from the early part of the season, as far back as our first game. But honestly,
and that
honestly, the objective wouldn't be to just get a local scholarship, because most players that are good and they stay in the island, that kind of where the limit is. They're just good in high school, they move on to college, and then that's it. So hopefully get something overseas. That could be, and it works both ways, both academically and with basketball, because they play at a higher level, higher competition, and it's also in some areas a higher level of education.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but just to encourage you, right? Even getting a local scholarship, right? You have to remember as well that you have a lot of talent got local scholarships from well-known colleges in Jamaica that even played during the collegiate league that they have, Intercal, that has gotten scholarship from the colleges that they played for, that the journey stops when you get there. You get me? Yeah, you hear me right? Okay. And the thing is, we know that it takes money to do a lot of things. And like the talent that's here, that's why I think schools need to, if schools they encourage them to try to get sponsors for them team, them youths and stuff like that to help out. All right, we need to be more in the development of the youths, them, not just academically, which that even though that is a must because education is the key, right? But as I was saying to Mr. Rose, that if it's basketball and football or let's basketball, because we love this after we love basketball. They help the youth because they have a talent from picking up something where you know wanting to pick up, which is a life of crime, of doing bad stuff, right? Because you could have been doing something else, because we live in a world where there's a lot of different things out there that we could have been doing instead of something good. And the sport, that I've seen your growth, and I think the sport has done that for you, right? And it has done that for you where that, let's say, you're being reached out by schools for college education, where that you might end up get that college education for free based on your talent. That is something that your mother or anybody would have wished for them youth. You know, say, yo, you can send me youth to college, you know, and I not have to worry about how I might eat, where I might stay, because I might get everything. You see what I say? So we have to look at that aspect, and you have to look at that as well, right? Because the world or the game or the sport is lecturers, same path, you see me? Right? And we know that eventually, yeah, I'll reach it because you see that you are the work and take it serious. That's all it interview. I want a phone call again. No. Oh, true. I saw where your live had paused. Your camera had paused.
No. So the listen.
All right. So if there's anyone out there who have questions, so Mr. Barrett is willing to listen to them now. So you can throw out some questions because we have a time constraint, and I do have another show, which is not PG-13 to go and do. So, so if there's any questions out there, you guys need to ask. All right. So, Raheem, we'd like to thank you for taking the time out to make the world know you. All right, and more people within the basketball fraternity know you and know what you have to offer towards basketball. And as remember, everyone knows that the sky's the limit for you. All right.
Yeah.
And when Herbert Martin won the national title, I guarantee it, you guys winning. Bro, don't worry about the comment, bro. May have a comment for you. How many times have Herbert Martin went to the All Island finals?
The finals.
How many times? Since you've been playing.
Since I've been playing, the win.
Yeah, how many times have you been?
We haven't went. But I haven't went to the finals. And honestly, I won't get the chance to because I just played my last year.
Going the year before when they won out, right? You weren't a part of that team?
They went the year after I left the first time. The under 19 team went. That was 2018. I think that's the most recent. That's the most recent time that they have gone to the finals.
Oh, okay. I thought that you. So basically, you've been there once, right?
No, I haven't been there. I've never been to the finals.
You've never played into none of those finals. Whoa! And nobody wouldn't have known that until tonight, because I thought you had, because I know that when I was coaching there with Dave. We went there twice, and Dave and Lavar went there. I think year before last, where he won it.
Yeah.
Where he won it, and I think the previous year with when they had Raleigh and
Greg with them.
Beadle. You weren't playing with them.
No.
You weren't a part of that team.
No, that year I was playing under 14.
You were playing under 16.
14.
Whoa, yes, so you did young then the time there. Crazy. All right, so people, if there's any questions you'd like to ask Mr. Barrett, please ask them now because we will be wrapping up shortly. Right? I would like to thank all of you again for tuning in. When the live had ended and we restarted, I want to thank you again for coming in. So if there's any questions for Mr. Barrett, please shoot them out now. So, and once again, Raheem, thanks a lot for taking the time out on this Sunday to come here and give us your little input in regards to the sport and everything that you're going through regards to this pandemic time. And we're glad to know that you're still putting in the work. And we like the fact that you're being sorted out by different colleges, even though it's locally. It's still something that a lot of us would have wished for, right? To know that we have the opportunity to go to college, right? And even if it's on a scholarship, so you know you're getting that education free, so that you have to make sure you're not taking advantage of that, all right?
Because they come in Jervis.
I'm trying. He said he wasn't even trying out for 16. Oh, Jervis was there at that time, right?
At that time, honestly, basketball wasn't it for me. Like there are other responsibilities that I had to come before basketball. I wanted to, but circumstances.
At what age? That was at what age?
13, 14.
That's kind of that seems as if you have become a man at an early age.
Something like that.
Oh, cool. All right. So Jervis was asking, why did you quit the team? I don't know about that part, but why did you quit the team, or why you leave?
I did not quit. I did not quit the team. I graduated when I was 16, and I spent 2 years away from Herbert Marshall. I didn't quit the team.
All right. So, you graduated. So because you left the school young, you still had an opportunity to go back to further your education at that school, yes, right?
Sir. And that's why I went back this year. This was my only under 19 year.
All right, so we have Alex underscore WTSN. So I guess that's Alex underscore Western. He wants to know, do you see yourself going international?
International? Yes. Honestly, yes. As long as you put in the work, everything 100% that's my ability. Anything possible.
Are you hearing me?
Repeat last.
You hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
May I say even if you're basically saying even if you don't reach the Mecca, because everybody knows that the Mecca is the NBA, you would still follow your dream to even play overseas.
Yeah, right? As far as I can go. As far as I can go, honestly.
And just to let people know that, yeah, everybody would love to make it to the NBA. Not everybody is going to make it to the NBA. And since of that internationally Europe playing basketball in Europe, and so they're doing it just as big as the NBA, because the NBA themselves even draft players
out of the European leagues.
the international league. Like for instance, Luka Doncic. Right now, Luka Doncic, he never played in the United States at all.
Exactly.
He played overseas, and right now he's one of the biggest things. Yeah, because people will see talent and draft them out there, right? And I'm telling you, they pay big bucks. You see me? They pay big bucks. All right. I'm trying to see if there's any more. Bounty can continue to say those stuff over the internet. I will not say it because I wouldn't mind Flow sponsoring us down the future. All right, and this is for the development of the youths, and we would like to hear from more young individuals who their thought about the game and their love for the game. All right, Mr. Barrett, right now, I want to thank you again. All right, we're not gonna keep you. We're not gonna keep you no longer. All right, and we'd like to thank everybody who has tuned in. And I hope that next week everybody can tune in again. Where that we'll be having 2 shows next week, Friday and Sunday. That will be hosted by Mr. Alex Gibbon. All right, he will be the host. All right, so I'll be in the comment box asking questions as well. So you guys just have to tune in throughout the week and you'll find out who we will be having on board for next week, Friday. And Raheem, big up yourself again, big up your family, your mommy. I spoke to her earlier today.
Advice you have for young people who are getting basketball.
Answer this question before going off, right? It says, what advice do you have for young people as yourself who are just getting into the sport of basketball?
All right.
What advice you would give them?
Advice that I would give. Ensure that the right persons are coaching you. Alright? Find the right coach and ensure that at all times you put in 100%. Don't slack off. Don't go training, and if you have 20 minutes run, you only run 5. None of that. Follow the instructions and get a proper coach. Put in 100%.
Okay, so your advice to them is that make sure that they have really good coaches in them corner, good people in them corner that can help them to grow within the sport and they help them with them talent,
yeah,
right?
Because honestly, sometimes you just start out in the sport, and if the wrong person starts coaching you, that will deter you, honestly. Because that's something that happened to me a few years ago. So just ensure that you have the right people.
Yeah, I say, but from I knowing you, like, could you tell us who was that coach that?
Alright.
Because
that coach. No, wait. Definitely no. Address this. That coach wasn't actually someone that was in a coaching role for me, per se. That was the second EBL team that I played for. I played for them half of a season.
Okay, can you tell me which team what team you were playing?
Alright, that team is no longer in the league. Them wear yellow. The yellow team there, with a big belly brown youth there. Yeah, man. Them man, they are youth fighter. Oh, yeah, do we? Yeah, man. The brother there.
Oh yeah. But I will. How many teams have you played in the Western Basketball Association Elite League? How many teams have you played for? I know that you're currently playing for Montego Bay Boys Club. I know you're currently playing for that. Yeah. How many teams have you played for in that league?
In EBL, I have played for 3 teams, 3 EBL teams.
Can you name those teams, please?
I played for Inner City Avalanche, Wba Hoopers, and Montego Bay Boys and Girls Club Warriors.
Okay, so when you said Big Belly, I guess you're saying Hooper. Oh, there's a lot of people there. Was it the Hoopers team you're talking about?
Can you repeat that?
Was it Hoopers you're talking about?
9 years ago.
I know you hear me now. You play smart, but you not hear me so good. You just want to call on you. But
no, me don't need to call on it. Everybody's wrong.
Right.
Everybody's wrong.
But I fully understand what you're saying, and I encourage what you're saying due to the fact that if you love the sport, you have to surround yourself with people, and life in general. If you're going to surround yourself with people, you have to surround yourself with people who's going to uplift you and make you put out the best of you. Right?
Especially if you're just starting in the sport. Like certain things won't get to you.
A former Hoopers player from way back. He wasn't playing when you were playing. Shaked his head about that situation. Right. We'll just say at that time Hoopers was not really such a good team at that time. But they have moved on, changed their name to Knights, and they still rep the Hoopers blood same way, and they're doing very well. They still have a team. Why am I saying that they changed over? I just
The Western Basketball Association presents Courtside, hosted by Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. Courtside will be aired every Sunday and Friday at 8 p.m. A program that covers everything basketball. It could be your school, it could be a community league, it could be your coach. This program will be featuring everything basketball, from the mini league all the way up to the nationals. Yes, it's Courtside with Douglas Powell and Alex Gibbon. This Sunday, Courtside features under 19 rising star Raheem Barrett. Yes, it's the Western Basketball Association. Our game, our community.